a different color scheme here because the light was just getting too bright. So I'm like, try some effects. Here we are. Anyway, I'm wearing my patriotic pink hat. And like I said, it is time. It's election week. And it is time for us to talk about the election. And I was going to do a comparison of like where Trump was in 2016 and where Trump is in 2020. And I personally believe he is in a massively, massively better place. And I still think it, the Democrats are still ridiculous trying to play this like it's 2016 again. I guess it's their freedom and on their private platform to say what they want, but I'm surprised they aren't coming out for their early voting like they whined and begged about it. Probably because they're not responsible and they probably lost their mail-in ballot. Either that or they're too lazy to go to the post office or can't find their stamps or something of that nature. Leftists aren't the most responsible people ever. So it's funny that more conservatives are turning their ballots in, practically. And another interesting thing I've been noticing as I've been watching, Tim Pool and Dr. Turley, I've been noticing people in the comments, like half a dozen people saying, I'm a Democrat and I voted for Trump. I'm like, this will be interesting. This will be a surprise for the left. Is there going to be an actual percentage of Democrats voting for Trump? I mean, the left is assuming that all the Democrats are voting for Biden, but they might be surprised about that, and Trump just might get a percentage of the Democrat votes. So that's another surprise they could get. And as Dr. Turley pointed out, since the colleges are largely shut down because of the coronavirus, then the left is not able to recruit the students to bust them down and get them to vote. So the left is hurting. They're hurting because they can't get their regular people. And they've done it to themselves. They thought they were so clever. Like, we'll hurt Trump, we'll do this. We'll hurt him, we'll do that. And then they just wind up shooting themselves in the foot. And I think that the left is about to run out of toes to shoot off. And we're going to see that come November 3rd. I said all the early signs look good. Trump is doing well early. And I said if the Republicans come out in force on November 3rd, we will take America back once and for all. And then, the left can try to fight. Basically, with what we need to find out is what our numbers are. What are our numbers? How many are voting with the communists, Marxists, socialists? How many un-Americans have we got in this country? And how many patriots have we got? How many people who are putting their hand up to say, yes, I will support and defend the United States of America and give it all I've got? That's what we need to see. So a vote for Trump is defending the United States and giving it all we've got. A vote for Biden is a vote for communism, Marxism, and all the bad stuff that comes with it. I said a lot of these people, some of these people voting for Biden are they regurgitate everything the mainstream media says. I work at a newspaper, and of course, we've got some leftists there, and they're just like, well, CNN said that Trump just yelled at the moderator. Oh, he's not going to do any good for himself. They said they just accept every slant, every lie, just comes right out of the left's mouth. They just take for the truth. So, and there are some letters to the editor of leftists whining, like, oh, we can't live in a country with such a misogynistic, racist president. Oh, they're listening to the left at just completely as it's gospel. So for some reason they think those people are trustworthy. And I said some of these baby boomers, they're the left's best advocates, because these are people who still watch the mainstream media. They still watch it and still believe it. I've had a couple boomers tell me that, oh, well, we've got to support the Democrats because they got us through World War II. Really? The Democrats got you through World War II. Well, in the first place, that was a long time ago. There are different people in the positions now, and there's no reason that you should continue to trust a party just because of their name. They've changed. You just can't trust the name. You got to know what's the substance of the party. So that is just, these people, they don't want to think. They don't want to think. They don't want to do any work or participate in society. They want the government to do everything for them. And some of these, I think there's more middle class left Democrats. They're middle class, and they just want the government to do everything, and they buy the liberal line. But on the good side, I see Trump signs everywhere, and they're still going up. So I believe we have a very strong Trump majority here in Pennsylvania. I believe we do. So things are looking good. And I'm planning to come out on November 3rd, and my family and a whole bunch of other people I know. So a lot of Christians will be voting Trump. Now, in 2016, when we had Trump, we first saw Trump as a candidate. We knew he had talked about running for a number of years. I even remember a time whenever he was talking to, Rush was interviewing him, and he was saying that he couldn't run for president, that time, probably was 2012, because he was on the TV show and he had a contract. So he said, maybe next time. And so next time ran come around, and he ran, and a lot of us, we didn't, other than knowing that he was a celebrity billionaire, we didn't know that much about him politically or, what he would do. So he's basically running on the strength of his celebrity and the strength of his business successes. And I said, the first time around, I would say the Christian voter bloc, we supported Cruz because Cruz was, more of a strict, more Bible-believing, straight down the line Christian. Well, the problem with Cruz, I guess, is, first of all, he's not charismatic. And I guess you have to be a little bit of middle of the road to be able to pull enough voters to win off the general election. And I guess Cruz was too much of a niche Christian, which is good, but like I said, he wasn't able to just generate the excitement that Trump was and generate the voters. So whenever we had the choice of Trump, we sort of reluctantly got on the Trump train. We figured, give him a chance. We knew we didn't want Hillary. And I said Trump was the dark horse, I would say. And even though people didn't like Hillary, we all pretty much thought that the machine was going to get her in, and there was nothing any of us could do about it. We felt that Trump didn't have a really big chance of winning either. I mean, yes, she was a crook, but she had her experience, and she was well spoken. And she was just, she was a political figure that had been around for a long time. And we figured that the machine was in control and they were going to get her in. But we were thrilled, absolutely thrilled, whenever President Trump pulled it off, I'm sure with God's help. People were just, I guess, sick and tired of the system that we had with Obama, and they did not want more of the same at all. So they took a chance on Trump. And I said, I think there were many reluctant Trump voters, basically. There were a lot of reluctance and people who didn't vote last time. So, and there's a lot of people that Trump has won over since 2016. And just add up the walkaways, add up the people who are scared because of the riot, the people who are scared because of the lockdown measures and this communist tactics. And I say that Trump has picked up a lot. He has, maintained, he's proved to us first-time Trump voters that he was a wise choice. And he's proved to many, 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 many since then that he is a good choice. So the left really just doesn't like him because, his personality, they just want some slippery, stuffed shirt, some crooked, sneaky crumb with a smile on his face. That's what they want. They don't care about substance. They just, I don't know. There's some people that just aren't going to get it no matter what you do, no matter what you say. We got to keep trying. So I believe that Trump is in a really good position. And like I said, I guess they're called incumbents. The sitting president always has a great chance to win. Only a couple of times that the sitting president didn't win. And with all the publicity and everything that Trump has, I have enough faith that I'm going to go ahead and order my post-election cake. God bless America cake. I love cake. So I gotta watch it though, not too much cake. But yeah, so I'm gonna order that. Now, let's take a quick look at what we will do after the election. Now, either way, we know we have an uphill fight. This is not, elect Trump and then sit back, kick back, sit and relax. Those days are over. Now, I heard on Rush Limbaugh the other day, a caller called in and he said, "Where's the silent majority? We can't be silent any longer. What happened? Where are they? What's going on?" And I'm like, awesome. This is what I've been saying. Yes. Rush, what do you think? And Rush gave him a very, very good answer. He said that basically for decades, basically the last 100 years or so, there's what we call American values. The George Bailey, the apple pie, baseball, American dream, all these different very American things. And he said that everybody has thought that that's just the way things are, and there has not been any need to question it or to question the other people or their motives. Well, that is nice when you live in that kind of a world, but you also need to be thinking in the back of your mind that you might not always live in that kind of an idyllic world, and you have to prepare and watch over freedom like it's a precious jewel. Keep your doors and windows locked, keep it in the safe. Don't just be too trusting. So basically the American people have, like I said, they put freedom on autopilot. They didn't think it would happen, communism would happen to them. But there definitely is that force. And Rush said that he didn't think the people knew what to do. Well, I agree. They don't know how to fight it, how to react. But I think that now we have had a really good chance to look this evil in the eye, look socialism and communism in the eye, and realize that this is too close for comfort. And we cannot come this close again. We do not want, if the left were to get in there, seriously, it would be civil war and like a communist regime. It would be so bad. But when Trump wins on November 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th or 8th or 9th or 10th, that is just the beginning. That would be the moment of solidifying that the path we want to go on as Americans is freedom, the American way. We want to get back on that path that we've strayed on. We want to keep going. Go, 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 go. And it's going to take involvement with all of us. It could be things just as simple as, standing up to the left on an everyday basis. Do not let them intimidate you. Do not let them say, "Oh, well, we will demote you, or we will fire you." We need to be starting new companies. We need to be pushing back, bringing charges against them when they violate our rights. Don't just go, "Oh, well, I guess you can violate my rights." Don't be goofy. No, we need to stand up to the left in a variety of ways, and it starts with taking back our media, our news, our entertainment, our schools, our hospitals, our everything. We're taking back our everything, and it starts now. I said, even if, we still do not believe that Biden has a chance, even with cheating. But in any case, we would still have to be fighting the same fight, even if Biden would win, although it would be a lot harder a fight. If Trump wins, we will have the path cleared for us somewhat, but we will still need to do all the work of rebuilding America. Like I said, the left was trying to rot it out from within, and we need to pull together and get it strong. So we're not going to lose it to communism in 4 years. That's the key. We need to get strengthened enough so that we're not going to lose it as soon as Trump is out of office. So we love Trump. Trump is awesome. He's our fearless leader, but we have to help ourselves too. So, all right. So we're going to trust the Lord, and we know we have many, many battles to fight, whether the election goes one way or the other, but we are confident that President Trump will serve 4 more years, and we know that God is on his throne, and we believe that it is God's will that he will have President Trump help us out again. So, all right, everyone. Probably election night. I don't know if I'll be watching it. I'll probably be praying. Last time I was on Twitter watching the results come in and watching Trump win, and it was thrilling. I was so happy. So this time, I'm probably not going to watch, but I'm going to be confident and I'm going to pray. And I know God's in control no matter what, and we need to get busy no matter what. So, all right, everybody in America, pray, get out and vote Trump, vote red, and everybody in every other country that's watching, just stay home and pray for us. Okay, God bless. Let freedom ring.